Hello! I was staring at the microphone when I said that, and I don't know why. Welcome to the latest episode of the Crafty Boys, episode 61. One of those episodes that really no one cares about. So that's okay. Apparently I sound weird. I don't know why I sound weird. We can't seem to debug the problem. So I suspect the internet is at fault. And again, Dave, I don't know what to say with Dave aside from his Dave. So, and here's Alan. Looking sexy. Alan, where are you from, man?
What? Okay. So I want to stop. I want to stop right here. Okay. So I just want to say we don't know exactly how this is going to work. So on Shane's end, he thinks he sounds fine. To Dave and I, he sounds like a cyborg. I can't understand a word that he's saying, and we'll see how this works out on the final recorded cast at the end, and see if it recorded his voice as he thinks it sounds or as we think it sounds. But at this moment, Dave and I cannot understand a word that Shane is saying. So. If he asks us something and it seems like we're ignoring him, we're not actually ignoring him. We're just, well, I mean, we are ignoring him, but in a very sort of like non-roundabout way.
It's digitally enforced.
Yes. Isn't that right, Shane?
Unless it happens to miraculously get better.
I'm going to type all the directions.
You're gonna what? I don't understand.
He's going to type all the glasses.
Okay. So he will. I will not type all interactions, is what he's saying. I think he meant he will now type all interaction. Not now. Okay, so he will now type all interactions. Okay, so heinous, yes, absolutely. Okay, so what, Shane? Nothing against you. I'm just gonna kind of like take over a little bit here, just because we don't understand a word you're saying. You may as well be talking Greek. Okay, so Dave, it was your pick this week for the beer, and what did you pick and why?
What did I pick and why? Okay. I'm not sure I should admit this. So it's old Rasputin, as some people say, or Rasputin or something, I think is how you pronounce it. They're cool. Yeah, they're cool bottles. They're very small. 12 fluid ounces if you happen to be a USAN. I have no idea what that would be in the liters.
And as Shane says, and expensive.
So, okay, here's the thing.
Expensive, as he said in literally, but I think he meant expensive.
Indeed, yes.
So, where's this from?
This happens to come to us from North Coast Brewing, which is, I believe, Oregon. No, Fort Bragg, California.
Yes. Now, what made you pick this beer?
A coworker.
A coworker
Gave
made
it to me.
So he held you at gunpoint and said, "Buy this beer, Dave."
Actually,
is
no.
he like a stockholder in?
He gave it to me.
Oh, he gave it to you, so it was free.
Indeed.
Why did he give it to you? Did he not like it?
No, he said it was great. He wanted me to try it.
All right. Okay, so I went and bought this. Oh, Shane spent $18 on this. Wow,
Oh,
really?
wow.
I did not pay that much. I thought it was expensive for 4 beers. I spent 13 on it.
Oh, Shane, you got taken, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, and we've got Lockhart. Hi, Lockhart.
Hi. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
What do you want to
So
smash that?
we're just going through the brew.
Good.
So it's Old Rasputin from North Coast Brewing in Fort Bragg, California. It's got an alcohol rating of 9%. It is a Russian Imperial Stout. I've already had one myself. It's a really meaty beer. It's almost like when you're pouring it, it's almost like you're pouring a syrup. It's thick.
Oh, wow.
It's heavy. Very strong licorice flavors to it. So does everybody have this? Shane, do you have it?
He does.
He does. Locke, do you?
I am currently beerless, but it's something that I can fix and will fix shortly, though maybe not while we're actually podcasting, because I'm in Portland, Oregon.
Are you?
Yeah.
Did you just decide to do this?
Uh,
Shane,
and beer.
are you gonna BJ at the same time that you're doing this? Shane says he's gonna drink the beer. All right, so Shane, hold up your beer.
I'm going to get a glass, so I'll be back in a sec.
Look how dark that is, and look how big the head is. Just like how Locke is getting big head, it looks like. You're lying back. All right, I'm going to do the pour. Okay, have a look at this. Here's my glass. We're pouring. It pours really nicely. It actually develops quite a thick head for a bottled beer. It's not quite as thick as you would get with, say, a Guinness or with a Mill Street Copperstone Stout, but fairly thick for a bottled beer. And like I say, this is really thick. It really, you get a lot of licorice flavors with it. And at 9%, it packs a pretty powerful punch. It's a good one to try, but like I say, because it's imported from the States, you're going to have to be prepared to pay a little bit more. But I think Shane, it sounds like, got hosed at paying $18 for 4. Yeah, I didn't pay that much, and it actually had farther to go to get to me. So, yeah, I paid about $13-14 for it.
Yeah, that's freaking bizarre.
Yeah. And at Locke, you could probably get this 4-pack for about $5 in Oregon, I figure.
I might go looking for that in a minute.
It's from North Coast, from Fort Bragg, California.
I was very, very interested. The drive down, I noticed in Washington State, you're now like the big bombs are like 7-Elevens and gas stations have them.
Yeah.
You can get like interesting, weird, different craft beer at gas stations in this state.
Really?
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, what were the prices for those?
Okay, so I don't know what the current exchange rate is, but
Just to see
American,
US
we're
prices.
talking like U.S. prices. We're talking like $5.
All right, that's fairly in line with what we get here for local stuff. Yeah. Okay. I thought it would be a lot cheaper than that, actually. I'm kind of surprised it costs that much. But I know that there's some places down in Washington State where you can do growler fills for like $5.
Wow.
Yeah. Huh. All right, Shane, how do you like your beer? And while he's typing a response, Dave, how do you like it?
I don't mind it. It's not quite what I was hoping for, I guess. There's a little, what is it? A little bit of a bitter edge to it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Um, as you know, I'm not the same kind of an IPA guy that I think the three of you are, so um, that I'm not liking so much, but I do like the flavor. And the color is cool too. Got to give it props for that. Like it's fully this sort of golden brown thing going on, even with the head. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Heavy color. So
Well, Shane says
it's
it's awesome.
complicated. My relationship is complicated.
Right. Shane says it's awesome. I really like it. I was actually really surprised by this. I didn't think that.
Huh?
I mean, I drink stouts from bottles, and they're good. But from especially a nitrogen can, you get a much better finished product. And and I'm getting something that kind of rivals a nitrogen can almost from a bottle with this.
Hmm.
The only thing that would keep me from buying it
That's
more is the fact that it costs so much. And it's probably kind of difficult to find. Being from California and up here in Canada, it's like,
Yeah.
you have to be in the right place at the right time to get it. Not everybody sells this.
Yeah.
I think if they're going to sell it in Canada, I think they'd be better off. This is the kind of beer I'd expect to find in a bomber bottle, not in a 4-pack of these, little 12 fluid ounces bottles.
Yeah.
I think they're doing themselves a bit of a disservice, actually, with that. But then again, I mean, they're big enough that they can export their stuff into Canada and up the West Coast. So, I mean,
Hmm.
who am I to say? But yeah, it's a
That's
good
a fair
beer. I
question.
like it. Um, it's not something that you can drink a lot of. You can't sit down and drink 4 of them in a setting. You're probably drinking, a couple. Shane's laughing at me. Are you laughing at me, Shane? He could drink 4. Lockhart could drink 4. I couldn't. Lock, could you drink
No.
4?
I believe that I could. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. All right. Maybe you have to be in the right frame of mind, but I'm not. Okay. Any other words on the beer? Shane gives
No.
2 thumbs up. Lockhart saying nothing.
Yeah.
And Dave, he hasn't tried the beer. And Dave,
Like I said, my relationship with this one is complicated.
would you get it again?
Hmm. I don't think I would. I think once is enough for me.
Okay, fair enough.
It's interesting and it's
Hmm.
different, and that I like.
Right.
But really, I don't know. I guess I would have to drink a little bit more of it to get more used to the kind of the bitter edge that this one has.
Right. All right.
Because for me, it's got it more than a lot of the stuff that we've had. Would you agree with that, or?
Yeah, I mean, it tastes like a stout. I mean, like say the Sasquatch Stout that we had from Old Yale. That was a really good stout. I'm thinking of some other ones. The other one is from Mill Street. It's the Cobblestone Stout. We actually haven't done that on this podcast specifically. I think we should do it soon. It's actually a really good one. This is a bit heavier and stronger than those ones. I don't want to say that it's too strong or too heavy. It's just different.
Would you say that it's more like a Baltic stouter porter, or more like an Irish stouter porter?
Well, it's a Russian stout, right?
Okay, is that what it is? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's a Russian Imperial stout.
Yeah, so Baltic in its style, then, I guess.
Yeah. So it's just a little bit stronger than probably what Dave's used to. But that's okay.
Definitely.
How you doing over there, Shane? The mute? Yeah, you're good? All right, excellent. Do you want to try your microphone again?
What? Is his microphone broken or something? What's going on?
He sounds like a jerk, actually. He sounds like a robot. He flipped me the bird.
Oh.
Yeah,
All right.
He sounds like a robot. We can't understand him. Try it, Shane. Shane, speak. Speak, boy. Come on, boy. Come on. Speak. You gotta unmute the microphone, Shane. You have it on mute.
Like a dad.
See what I mean? Now he's muted himself again, so he can't be embarrassed online anymore. Okay, so how was everybody's week?
It's not too bad.
Yeah? Any good?
Oh my!
Not too bad. Locke, what kind of interesting things are you doing down in Portland?
Well, let me see. I just visited a whole bunch of, there's an entire lot full of food trucks. I went to a Thai place that made an absolutely kick-ass spicy basil duck. So that was a lot of fun. Let me see. Just getting my. So it's pretty here. I would say about the same size as Victoria, maybe. Yeah, that's about what I've seen so far.
Yeah. Have you hit up any?
Right below me, there's a pub.
Okay. Have you hit up any
I'm
of the?
tempted to see if I can. If it weren't for the fact that my connection seems a little patchy anyway, I would take the computer all the way down and just order a beer from the bar. But
Yeah.
Probably end up losing you guys, and I might look a little weird talking to a computer in a bar.
Yeah. Have you gotten to try any of the microbrews there?
I have tried one. I don't remember its name. I'm going to be trying many more before the evening is done. It's basically taken me until now to get settled into my hotel room. So.
Well, I tell you what. Why don't you try them out and give us a report next week? Okay. Sounds good.
But I have a trusty Portland guide here. Let's see if it says anything about beer. Let's see. Ooh, we got breweries. 19. Unique beer with malted grain. 19.
An exciting podcast. Watching Locke flip through Portland Tourism Magazine. Woo! Can't get this action anywhere else, folks. Shane wants to talk about interprovincial beer laws. So, Shane, take it away. Well, you're the one that brought it up.
I'm guessing he wants Locke to.
Okay, Locke, can you
Go for it.
comment on the latest developments in interprovincial beer laws? They are a changing, he says.
They're changing.
I
Wow.
don't know exactly. Is there an actual thing? My understanding, generally, given that craft beer is now replacing rock and roll as the cool industry.
Did we lose
You know what? I
Locke?
never thought about it that way, but that's so true.
It is true. I think we've lost Locke now.
Oh
Do
man.
we have a handbasket? Because this podcast is going to hell in it.
Oh fuck.
Shane, I think you need to unmute
Powerful
yourself.
argument for that.
Huh? He's back. It's a kind of.
We lost you there, Locke, for a couple of minutes.
All right. So I found something that was kind of.
Oh, did I?
Yes, you did, and you are again.
Yes.
Okay, so SodaStream. You guys are familiar with this company. They make, you can carbonate your own water and then put in all this, syrups and stuff in it to make your own pops and stuff at home. So SodaStream has a new product, and right now it's only available in Germany and Switzerland. But essentially what it is, it's called the Beer Bar by SodaStream. And it's a SodaStream machine, and it uses their bottles, and you carbonate water, and then you put in something in it, and you get beer, instant beer within seconds. And other than that, I have absolutely no idea how it works. But I just saw this article on CNET about it, and I thought it was kind of interesting. But it ships with a 1 liter bottle of concentrate for a light beer called Blondie that yields 3 liters of beer that is 4.5% alcohol by volume. So basically what you're getting is like a beer concentrate that's got the alcohol in it already. I don't really know how they're able to do that because my homebrewer sense tells me that's kind of impossible. But maybe they found a way. The science is lacking in this article, but apparently it works. Now I don't know how good the beer is. Nobody has been able to try it on the North American continent yet, but it should be here by the end of this year or early next year. So I'd be interested in trying this out. We already have a SodaStream here, so I imagine that we'd be able to just buy the beer concentrate and be able to use it with the SodaStream that we've already got. Is that something that you guys would be interested in trying?
Honestly, no, I don't think so.
No. Shane's laughing at that. Shane, would you be interested in trying that? Yeah, he would give it a shot. I'll try anything once. I doubt it would produce even a half decent beer. But I mean, what have you got to lose other than the immense amount of money that it takes to buy?
Well, see, that's the thing. I would not invest in a SodaStream so I could try the frickin' beer.
Right. I mean,
But-
if you already have a SodaStream, then I
Sure.
think it becomes, a bit of a no-brainer. And I'll try it when it comes on the market. But in the meantime, I mean,
So you have a soda stream, is what you're saying.
yeah, we have a soda stream at
Okay.
home. And I'll be honest with you, the soda stream sodas that we make are pale in comparison to the prepackaged, bottled corporate ones that we get.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, you carbonate your water and it ends up being still kind of flat, even though it's carbonated to the most that it can be carbonated.
Oh, really?
The only advantage is with the syrups. They're made with cane sugar instead of high fructose corn syrup. So, if you could, it's maybe a bit healthier. Maybe.
Right.
Yeah.
You
All
know what,
right.
though?
So
You could build your own syrups, right?
you could, but you couldn't without the alcohol content. And this is where I'm a bit confused. Because yeah, you can buy beer concentrates, but they're non-alcoholic. You have to actually brew
Right.
them to get the alcohol. So what they're doing is they're brewing beer. They're somehow taking out the water out of them afterwards, but keeping the alcohol in them so that you can add water to them later and get beer back. And I don't understand how that's working. It just the physics seems off to me. Welcome back to Lockhart, who he appears to be frozen. It's great. It's awesome. All right. Okay, so I think would probably be best to keep this podcast short for this week, given all the technical
That's
difficulties that we're
probably
having.
wise.
So, Dave, when people aren't watching you on the Crafty Boys and everything, how can they reach you?
Well, it varies week to week.
What's your phone number,
Sometimes-
Dave? Tell us your phone number. Broadcast it on the internet.
It's actually 249 FAQ is the number.
Nice.
I actually knew a fella that had a phone number very similar to that.
Okay.
Honest to God, it ended in FAQ. I can't remember, and I
All right.
wouldn't use it even if I did remember the prefix, but that was in fact the suffix, and I've always thought that was awesome. But if you want to find me occasionally, you'll find me on like Jupiter or something like that.
Yeah. Of course. Absolutely. Locke, are you there?
I'm here, I think.
Yes.
Am I there?
Okay, so we're just about to sign off here.
Okay. All right.
So how can people find you online?
I gather by stalking me, but I really wish they wouldn't.
That's awesome. That's so awesome. All right, and Shane, I should note that Shane. What?
Even Shane's like, what?
Don't
Oh,
know.
wow.
Lockhart has a very poor internet connection, it would appear. I should point out that Shane is, aside from being a brilliant podcaster, he's also an author. And he just had a book released this week geared towards kids. For any kids that want to learn how to blog and podcast and all that, I highly suggest they pick it up. Shane, what is your book called? It's called Fuck You. I don't have it off the top of my head.
I'm not sure that's an appropriate title, Shane.
I
Being
don't
a
think
Canadian
so.
sales buddy.
Not for kids. You're a kids author? Really?
It's
Well,
called How to
Shane.
Be a Blogger and Vlogger in 10 Easy Steps.
How
All
to be a
right.
blogger and vlogger in 10 easy steps. Okay.
Oh, and
Hey, you can actually hear me!
well, no, we can hear you. We just
hear
can't
you,
understand you.
There's translation involved.
Yes.
You know what?
Okay.
I'm reminded of that a book that came out like 3-4 years ago now called Go the Fuck to Sleep. And that was, in fact, a kid's book. So,
Well, that was a kid's book that was written for adults. But anyway, so become a blogger or a vlogger in 10 easy steps. And I highly recommend that you look for this book and buy it because Shane is an awesome guy, even though he sounds like a robot tonight. And then for me, if you want to find me, you can find me at the craftyboys.ca, or you can go on the Crafty Boys on Twitter. Shane, does that sound about right? Did I do okay, Shane? Shane, how can people find you? Shane says he just farted, and it works for him. You can find Shane Burley at shanesworld.ca. All right, and I think what we'll do at this point is we'll just close off this god awful podcast because it's been a total crap show. This entire thing. Shane can't talk, and Lockhart keeps having to cut out. But it was a good beer, Dave. Thank you for picking it. And
Hey.
we'll come back next year. Or next year. What's in this beer, Dave?
And Shane just died.
Shane died. So I want to sign off on this podcast, but I don't think Shane's ready to actually kill the stream. Bye.